It happens in a single second. A rug that slips, a step you misjudge in dim light, a bathroom floor that is wetter than you realized. Falls are one of the most common and most preventable dangers in the home, and most of the changes that actually prevent them take less than an afternoon to make. Nobody wants to think about falling. It can feel like an uncomfortable topic, one that brushes up against fears about independence, about aging, about things you would rather not dwell on. But here's the truth that makes this topic worth facing directly. Most falls are not caused by frailty or bad luck. They are caused by specific, identifiable, and completely fixable hazards sitting quietly in ordinary homes, hazards that have simply never been looked at with fresh eyes. This video is not about fear. It is about taking a calm, practical walk through your own home and making a handful of simple changes that dramatically reduce risk, changes that cost very little, take very little time, and give you back something genuinely valuable: the confidence to move through your own home without a small, constant worry sitting in the back of your mind. It is worth saying plainly that this topic deserves attention precisely because falls are so common and so consequential. A single fall can lead to injuries that take months to recover from, or that change daily life significantly. And yet the vast majority of the hazards that cause these falls are hiding in plain sight: the same hallway walked through every day, the same bathroom used every morning, seen so many times that the eyes simply stop noticing what is actually there. This video is designed to help you see your own home freshly again, just for one afternoon, with safety specifically in mind. And the very first change is one that most people walk past every single day without ever noticing the danger. Tip 1. Remove or secure loose rugs and mats. Loose rugs are one of the single most common causes of falls in the home, and they are also one of the easiest hazards to fix completely. A rug that shifts even slightly underfoot, or that has a curled or lifted edge, creates exactly the kind of unexpected instability that leads to a fall, especially on a floor you cross dozens of times a day without thinking twice about it. Walk through your home today and check every rug and mat. If it does not have a proper non-slip backing, either remove it entirely or add double-sided rug tape or a non-slip pad underneath it. Pay particular attention to rugs at the top or bottom of stairs and any mat placed just inside an entryway, since these are crossed quickly and often while your hands are full. This single change, checking every rug in your home this week, is one of the highest impact, lowest effort safety improvements you can make. It is worth being thorough here rather than doing a quick glance. Kitchen mats near the sink, bathroom mats beside the tub, small decorative rugs in hallways, all of these deserve the same careful check. A rug that has always felt perfectly stable can shift its behavior over time as backing wears thin or floors are refinished, so even rugs that have been safe for years are worth rechecking rather than assuming nothing has changed. Tip 2. Improve lighting in hallways, stairs, and bathrooms. A significant number of falls happen not because of a hazard on the floor, but because that hazard simply could not be seen clearly. Dim hallways, poorly lit staircases, and bathrooms without adequate lighting are common contributors to falls that would have been completely avoidable with better visibility. Walk through your home at night, using only the lights you would normally use, and pay close attention to any area that feels genuinely dim. Add plug-in nightlights to hallways and bathrooms so you never have to navigate in near darkness. Consider motion sensor lights for stairways, so light comes on automatically the moment you need it without fumbling for a switch. And make sure light switches themselves are easy to reach from both ends of a hallway or staircase, so you are never walking any distance in the dark to reach one. Pay particular attention to the transition points in your home, the moment you step from a well-lit room into a dimmer hallway, or from inside the house out to a porch or garden at dusk. These transitions are where the eyes have the least time to adjust, and they are disproportionately common locations for falls precisely because of that brief moment of reduced visibility. A simple nightlight placed exactly at these transition points often makes more difference than lighting the room itself more brightly. And this next change is something almost nobody thinks about until it becomes a genuine problem. Tip 3. Install grab bars where they actually matter. Bathrooms are one of the most common locations for falls in the entire home, largely because they combine hard surfaces, wet floors, and movements, getting in and out of a bath or shower, sitting down and standing up from a toilet, that require real balance and stability. Grab bars, properly installed into wall studs rather than simply suction-mounted, provide something to hold onto during exactly these moments of vulnerability. Install one beside the toilet, one inside the shower or bath, and one at the entry point of the shower or tub itself. This is not a sign of frailty or a loss of independence. It is the same practical thinking that puts a handrail on every staircase in every public building. A grab bar in the right place is one of the most effective single additions you can make to reduce bathroom falls specifically. Tip 4. Clear pathways and reduce clutter. Over years of living in the same home, it is remarkably easy for pathways to slowly narrow. A side table added here, a stack of magazines there, an extension cord running across a frequently used walkway. None of these feel dangerous individually. Together over time, they create an obstacle course that becomes genuinely risky, especially if you are ever moving through the space while distracted, tired, or in low light. Walk through your main pathways, the route from bedroom to bathroom, from living room to kitchen, and look specifically for anything that narrows the walkway or sits at ankle height. Move furniture back where needed. Secure or reroute any loose cables and cords. Keep frequently used pathways completely clear, even if it means being slightly less convenient about where certain items are stored. A clear path is worth more than a convenient one. And this next tip addresses something that catches even very careful people off guard. Tip 5. Wear proper footwear even at home. Many falls happen in socks, in loose slippers without proper backing, or barefoot on a freshly mopped or naturally slick floor. It feels unnecessary to think about footwear inside your own home, but this is exactly the environment where guard tends to drop the most. Precisely because it feels so familiar and so safe. Choose slippers or indoor shoes with a firm, non-slip sole and a proper back rather than an open, backless style that can slip off the heel mid-step. Avoid walking in only socks on hard flooring, particularly on stairs or tiled areas. This is a small and easy habit to build, and it directly addresses one of the most common and most overlooked contributors to falls that happen in the safest feeling room in the entire house. Tip 6. Keep a phone within reach at all times. This final tip is not about preventing a fall directly. It is about what happens if one occurs despite every other precaution. Keeping a phone within easy reach, whether that is a mobile phone kept in a pocket or a landline extension in key rooms, means that if a fall does happen, help is never more than an arm's length away. Consider keeping a phone specifically in the bathroom, since this is one of the highest risk rooms and often the room furthest from where a phone is usually kept. A wearable alert device is also worth genuine consideration for anyone living alone, since it removes the need to reach a phone entirely. This tip does not prevent the fall itself, but it dramatically changes what happens in the minutes immediately afterward, and that difference matters enormously. Many people were raised with a generation that considered home safety modifications, grab bars, nightlights, non-slip mats, as visible signs of decline, something to resist for as long as possible out of pride or a desire to appear fully independent. But there is a more accurate way to see these changes. The same generation that would never hesitate to wear a seatbelt or install a smoke detector understood, in those contexts, that sensible precaution has nothing to do with weakness. Home safety changes belong in exactly that same category. They are not admissions of frailty. They are simply intelligent preparation, the same as any other precaution taken by someone who intends to remain safely independent for as long as possible. And before we finish, the one thing I most want you to take from everything in this video. None of these changes require significant time, significant money, or significant effort. Most can be completed in a single afternoon, and the return on that afternoon is measured in something genuinely valuable, real reduction in risk, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your home has been looked at carefully and made as safe as it reasonably can be. If you are doing this alongside a partner or a family member, treat it as a shared project rather than a solo chore. Walk through the home together room by room and talk through what you notice out loud. A second set of eyes almost always catches something the first pair missed, and doing this together tends to make the whole process feel less like confronting a difficult topic and more like simply taking good care of the place you live in together. This week, try one small thing. Pick just one room. The bathroom is a strong place to start, and walk through it with fresh eyes, looking specifically for the hazards covered in this video. Fix what you find. That is enough for this week. Next week, choose another room. Small, steady changes room by room add up to a home that genuinely protects the people living in it. If someone you know could benefit from a safer home, share this with them today. It might prevent something serious before it ever has the chance to happen. Take care of yourself, and we will see you next time.